Hi guys! Today is going to be a little different than the usual setup that you're used to, and I hope the sound quality is okay on this one, because finally I'm going to give you a workspace tour. I'll just go shift to first person shooter mode here, just a second. So basically what you see in the frame here is my corner in the world. This is where everything happens. That's my chair, and I will briefly just show you, like right over here is my husband's station. So it's like a bigger chair. And all of his figures and all of my figures. I love this nerd trip that we have going on here. So basically this is all of my workspace. Oh, and over here, if I go over here and then turn the camera, you can see we have like a little collection of collector's editions and almost a dead houseplant. And there's a lot of books that I used during my studies and that my husband used during his studies. This little shelf here is a collection of all my old sketchbooks, and then there's some more books. And ooh, this is my bag. You might remember that I drew this on my Meet the Artist. This is the one I usually take with me everywhere. So it's quite empty right now because I haven't been anywhere where I brought all my drawing equipment for a while, but I'm going to use it very soon. Also, this is the view from the window. We live on the 3rd floor. So let's just get right to it. I'm going to get this out of the way. My chair. So this here is my workstation. This white thing, or white table on top of my table here, something I had my father made for me because I wanted to have a place where I could put away the keyboard and also put some stuff on top. So you can see I can get like a big and spacey space for when I need to use the table for drawing. And sometimes when I'm not bringing him along outside, I usually hang my flamingo here. This is one of my most precious flamingos. In case you don't know, I am obsessed with cute flamingo stuff. I can't explain it. And as you can see over here to the left, I'm a little bit of a Five Nights at Freddy's weep. I really love those games and the lore and everything. And my most precious fandom, of course, is The Legend of Zelda. And I have a lot of Zelda Nendoroids, and I have some Figma as well. And yeah, well, I just like to collect all these cute little figures from Japan. I also have this skull over here that back when my husband was just my boyfriend, he got me this pretty early in our relationship. Because he thought it was nice for me to have something to draw from, but also because I was quite obsessed with skulls, so he thought I should have a replica of a real skull. Thank you, honey. Over here to the right there is like this little magnetic board where I hang some pictures and postcards. These rat pictures are of my girls that are unfortunately no longer among us, but still like to be able to look at them from time to time. And down here is my monthly calendar that I draw myself. It just has like a basic overview of what I'm going to do. Like, see, today I am recording my workspace tour. Yes. These are some dried roses from our wedding that I like to have here. And in this little magnetic drawer or holder or what it is right here, I have a collection of stickers that I still need to find a place for. I have some crazy good bookmarks and some visit cards, business cards it's called. So that's what I keep in this one here. I'm going to take a few steps back now and show you my wall of inspiration. There's some Guild Wars art here and there. There's this, what's it called, like a fan, like from Japan when we visited Japan. There's a little flamingo. There's one of my favorite covers from ImagineFX. My OTP, a little watercolor drawing I once did of one of my rats, and Saber, an OC of a great artist from Instagram. This plate of Link and a drawing I got from one I commissioned once, and there is the cardboard front cover of Loish's sketchbook that I cut out. This little shelf here holds my markers and all my brushes and this little Totoro that I saved from the horrible world outside. I found him on the ground all muddy and unrecognizable and was like, holy shit, this is Totoro! I need to go home and wash him, and now he has a nice home here. Then there is the headset for when I'm gaming. I'm always using the microphone, which is in this one when I'm gaming and recording stuff. So this is just so that I can hear the footsteps behind me and kind of like keep the noise to myself. Underneath here is this little, what do you call it, stand, like shelves, I'm not sure. Whereas the rest of my Copic markers that didn't come in the box that I just show you, there is my travel pencil case, or like all my essentials are in here. You can see how packed it is, like really tight. It almost doesn't fit in there anymore. Some cheap fine liners I found in a local shop for my planner. In here some washi tape and pigment liners and Molotovs and scissors, old stylus, things like that. This here is my big pencil case with Stitch on it that I got in Japan when we were there last time. It has like this middle section, so I put all my brush liners and markers in this one, and multi-liners and other things in this side here. So this is one I bring with me when I need to do a lot of traditional stuff. And this is just a tiny sketchbook. This is my travel journal, my regular planner, and my current sketchbook from Leuchtturm. A lot of Skydoll books because I really love Skydoll, and of course some art books from Bluish. And tucked underneath is my, what's it called, like a light pad that I use to trace line art from my traditional drawings. And on top of that is the case and the Cintiq from Wacom that I use for almost everything. And my newest addition to drawing equipment is this iPad Pro that I also have lying here. Down here at the bottom is just like a collection of fresh paper. Everything from marker paper to mixed media and watercolor paper to a few canvases that I can, will use if I feel like doing traditional and not necessarily drawing in my sketchbook. And this one here is currently empty, I think, but it's usually the one I use to carry my prints with me to conventions, the small prints at least. Going to move you out of the way, chair. Thank you. So this one here, and I swear I don't think I've ever seen a artist workspace tour without seeing this one. I think maybe one, but it's just so handy for artists. It's from IKEA as well, and it's just, it has so much space, and I think maybe we should just go over it. So the first one is for watercolor, then I have some loose paper and drawings, ink and stuff for my printer, prints, so like printed artwork, paper for my printer, and a clutter box. Let's go through it. So in the top drawer, which is watercolor, this is what it looks like. I have my palettes over here. They're different brands, like I have Winston & Newton and Horizon, something. I have my color wheel and some places to put my paint. Some loose paints, usually some shimmer paints. Some black ink from China and some gouache over here. I'm really bad at gouache, so that's why you don't really see me use it. But I'm practicing and we all gotta start somewhere, right? And a destroyed gouache palette down there underneath. So in my drawings drawer, I have some originals of some of the prints that you might have seen, or some of the drawings. It's just a drawer of like random sketches and loose stuff, like when I don't really know where to put it. This is usually like the place where I'll just throw it in. So it's also clutter, but it's usually just paper. Yeah. This is my ink and stuff drawer. So I have all my inks for my printer, and I have some random stuff, some tape and some extra ink for my pens, my Copic multiliners, and some different kinds of brushes and pencils, and my Wacom Inkling is also here. Some different stuff for my camera setup. And the next one is the print drawer. It's not so exciting right now because I'm kind of in the middle of sorting it. But some of my products are in here, along with some of my prints that I bring for conventions, was also listed on my shop, which is currently down, but it's because I'm building a new one at the moment. So this is just a drawer for all my finished prints. This drawer here is for printing paper. Here I have all my photo paper that I use for my prints. I also have some cotton gloves in here because when you're handling photo paper, it's a good idea to wear cotton gloves because the oils from your skin can actually affect how the print is going to look on the paper. So it's always a good idea to have some cotton gloves if you're handling photo paper. So I have stickers paper, matte photo paper, and some fancy paper types that I'm trying out at the moment and trying to figure out if it's something I want to use for my prints in the future. And the bottom drawer is the clutter drawer. So I have like a bag for my Copic multiliners if I need to travel. I have my Faber-Castell color pencils. I have some playing cards from Loish. Basically everything I got in the package from Loish's books are down here. The stickers, OR stickers, stickers from my planner, old business cards, some cardboard, packaging tape, and pastels. So it's like a nice little clutter drawer for all the stuff I don't know where else to put. This here is my printer. It's an Epson SureColor P400 model. I am so happy that I got this because I mean it's quite expensive and the ink is quite expensive too, but the results that I'm getting are incredible. I've never had a real professional photo printer, and here it is, and I love it, and I would totally recommend it to everyone. In the future, at some point, I'm going to be making a video about home printing prints. I'm not quite there at the moment because there's still some things I need to figure out in order to give the right information, but I am surely closing in, and I can't say anything else than I love this printer so much. And it can print up to A3, which is really nice. On top of it right now is my Huan WH1409 tablet. It's the one that I reviewed recently. I just haven't found the place for it yet, so right now it stays here in the top of my printer. I'll show you, this is my setup. And I record videos with my face in it. I have my webcam on this tripod, and then I just connect the webcam to my computer down there, focus, and then usually I will just be sitting here in this chair and the camera will film me. So that's my setup. So right now I am sitting here in my chair, and I thought I just wanted to show you like the basic stuff that goes on here, seen from my perspective. So the first thing, of course, is my screen. It's a Samsung screen that I got just a little less than a year ago. It's 28 inches, it's a 4K screen, and I've been wanting to have a screen like this for ages. So when I was finally able to get it, I was so happy. I need to be able to put the camera down right now so that you can see how my setup actually works. Okay, so please stay, camera. So this screen is attached to the wall so that I can pull it out like this and angle it however I want. So sometimes we will sit in here and eat our dinner and watch something on my screen, so I can just bend it over like this so my husband can also see. And it's just generally nice, if you have a 4K screen, it's nice to be able to like pull it out so that you can see everything up close, because otherwise everything gets so small, and I'm even zoomed in. but it's a little, it's not entirely in better, as we say. So that's something I wanted for screen for a long time. Big 4K, being able to pull it in and out. I love it. Focus. Thank you. And down here is a little note that I keep to myself when I am recording sound, I mean my voice, for my YouTube videos. This is just like the little general procedure I do on when I edit my audio. So it's just like the steps that I have to remember to do when I'm editing my good quality audio, which is usually recorded on this one. This is a Snowball microphone. It's not even the expensive one of them. There's also like a more expensive one, but this one is so good. I'm going to show it to you because it has really good quality. So it has like 3 modes. You can see up here on the back. If you can just there, it has like 3 modes. So right now it's set to 3, which is just because I was testing something, but I usually just have it at 1. And that is because for the 3 modes you can record in different settings. So if you record in setting number 1, it's usually like me sitting here recording directly towards the microphone, and it would only like catch what you are recording in this area. Then you can switch to number 2, and it will take a bit of the ambience behind you along with your voice in the recording. But if you switch to number 3, it uses also the microphone here on the back. I'm actually not sure if it uses these on mode number 2 as well, but I know it does in number 3, because then it's really convenient if you are a lot of people sitting around the microphone, and it will pick everyone's voices up, which is really cool. So it's really good for when you're recording with friends. So I love this microphone and I totally recommend it. My keyboard is a SteelSeries keyboard. It's a little dusty. I think I need to clean it soon. It's, what do you say, like, it's mechanic. It does that sound, which I love. It's great feedback, and I think it's great for gaming as well, which is also one of the reasons that I got it, because I game a lot on my computer. I mean, I used to, but I'm so busy, right? So, well, it's mostly just Overwatch. Keeping it gaming related, this is my mouse. It's a SteelSeries rival. I think it's the 700 model. No, it's the 500 model. So if you can focus, SteelSeries rival 500. Yes, it's a really good gaming mouse, I think, because it has so many customizable buttons, which is something that I require because I set up a lot of shortcuts for my gaming. And not to mention the dirty mouse pad. I've had it forever, and here's the proof. The table, the rest of the table have like gotten this nice color over time, but the place that my mouse pad have been sitting is just horrible. It's just so still yellow, gross. Over here is my most trusted companion ever, my Wacom Cintiq stylus, which sits in its little holder vertically right here, and a plant from IKEA that I have not managed to kill yet, which is a miracle. Just some of my favorite, what you call like decorative stuff. I have a iron rose that I got from my husband back when he was still my fiance. A little ball, which is like this cute flower. I'm not sure what it is. It kind of looks like a lily, but not all the way. I have like a stylus and USB, and I don't even know what these are called in English, but I have it down there. I have the wolf skull emblem because of course I went to the wolf school. I have this little, I don't even know what it's called in English, like cauldron, something. And just some other decorative stuff and some inks, and yeah, this is just like my basic little setup. And of course I'm going to show you the beast underneath here. This is my computer. It's currently attached to this camera. Bye. It's a custom-made computer that I bought as soon as I got my first grown-up job. Whoa! That needs cleaning. You didn't see that. I'll clean you afterwards. No one that smells in here. So I can't say like which brand it is because it's like a mix of all kinds of different brands because I had it custom made. I am so happy I have it. Okay, I'm lying. It has let me down. It actually had a, what do you say, like a rare computer disease. So after I've had it for half a year, it started doing like blue screen, and it turned out there was some rare BIOS. No, it's not like a BIOS, like motherboard illness, something, a glitch, a misbuild in it. So I had it replaced and got it back, and I've had no trouble since. And it was also a, was it 10 grand, like Danish kroner, 10,000 Danish kroner, I think I gave for this baby. But the good thing about having a custom-made computer is that I can just buy like new components to it without having to replace the entire computer each time. So for instance, I want to have a new graphic card, so I just buy a new graphic card for it and sell the old one. Whew, what a mouthful. I think that's the basics of my setup. Yeah, I actually think. I mean, it's a little corner. It's a little corner in the world, but I'm really happy about it. So, focus please. I'm also kind of afraid of like making this video too long because I know I can go in so much details with everything that I got here. So I think I'm just going to stop now. If you have any questions to anything like brands or whatever, anything you come up with, just ask. I'll be happy to answer your question. Also, I know that I'm not supposed to have my markers upside down like that because of the inks running one way and so on, but I've had them for so many years now and nothing has happened, so I don't have anywhere else to put them. So thank you everyone for checking out my workspace tour. If I get to edit this in time, I will already have left or will be just about to leave for Japan. I'll be gone for 2 weeks and I won't be able to upload anything in the meantime, but I will keep you updated on my community tab, so keep an eye out. Thank you so much for watching this video. It means a lot to me. If you would like it, or double like it if you disliked it, hit the subscribe button and the little bell if you want to see when I upload my videos. I'm excited to return from my vacation to make more content for you guys, so I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. I know.